Window washers of Reddit, what is the most memorable thing you have seen while on the job? Good friend is a window washer for downtown office towers. They get notice of the day the windows are being washed, yet he says it's shocking how many people are freaked out by them being outside their window. Weirdest though? They came across a dude watching porn on his office computer. When he noticed the window washers, he just gave them a big thumbs up and kept watching. In my office at least, the window washers probably tell the building administration, but my company never passes that info on to us. So we really do get freaked out / surprised when we look over and there's a window washer there. True alpha status. Housekeeper checking in. This one lady liked to feed birds, like 50 pounds every 2 weeks. No screens, sills caked in filth, and the windows themselves had been neglected over time. They were Anderson windows, so you could pull them in from the inside. Well, the tension string broke and I'm literally holding the window by a string and this bird straight up flies into my face. I was shocked, the bird was shocked, I screamed. I like to imagine the bird did too. Bird flew away and I got the window locked back in place and called maintenance. This was on the 2nd floor too. Causally screams at bird. I like to imagine the bird did too. This line, had my day not been made before now, would have made it. Not my story but my brother's. A very famous female comedian in my country had a house in our area, and in her bedroom above the bed was a life-size paint me like one of your French girls oil painting of her stalkers. He nearly fell off the ladder in surprise and she was stood at the bottom wetting herself laughing cause she knew what was coming. Was it Sarah Millican? This sounds like a very her thing to do, or Joe Brand. I can imagine her finding this hilarious. Did this happen to be in Northern Europe? Because in that case, I know exactly who you're talking about. Otherwise, there might be an interesting correlation between female comedians and huge nude portraits. I work for a private estate in the local polo club. I was under the impression that the owners were not home at the time, but I was wrong. I was washing windows this particular morning and I came around to the restroom window and got a perfect view of this older couple in the shower together. The window looked out on a private fenced-in patio, so that's why it wasn't fogged glass. The window by the toilet is the same way. Bad design in my opinion. I've never moved faster in my life than I did catapulting myself backwards out of view of this naked couple. I don't believe they saw me because the next time we ran into each other, everything seemed normal from their end. Haha. I reckon they were a little bit preoccupied. I don't believe they saw me because the next time we ran into each other, everything seemed normal from their end. Haha. So we're going to ignore the possibility that they noticed you but liked it? Smile. A tornado. We'd had little warning before we saw it about 1 kilometer away. It didn't appear to be moving side to side much, which indicates that it's coming towards you. We winched down about 4 floors, jumped onto a fire escape and got inside the building. Rode out the storm inside and then went home. It didn't appear to be moving side to side much, which indicates that it's coming towards you. Well shit, Till. Did you leave brown streaks on your way down? Did a job in one of the wealthiest area in Texas. I head uppers which is longer, especially with a ladder. My co-workers were inside for maybe 10 to 15 minutes, as I'm about to go inside, both of them come outside, visibly upset. One of my co-worker went in the bathroom, stepped in a puddle and got his socks wet, and just continued to clean the windows. The other one went behind him and stepped in the puddle as well, and he looked down and sees there's piss everywhere. They both stepped in piss. The owners had a young toddler, and the entire house was in filth. Food everywhere, kid toys everywhere. They basically let the kid do whatever he wants with no supervision. The mother was very trashy. Couldn't believe this shit in a $300K plus house. $300K plus house is wealthiest area of Texas. Here it buys you a mediocre home in the suburbs, or a decent place in the boonies. I wasn't a window washer at the time, although I have been a window washer before, but at this moment I was just a gardener trimming bushes around the university. One day we were trimming some bushes and through an egress window there was this guy watching hardcore Asian porno in one of the administrative buildings. His office door was wide open and he wasn't jerking it or anything but was just sitting there upright watching it with a very serious deadpan expression on his face. Research obviously, you know, for science. One guy was on his computer wearing complete death metal attire. Spiked hair, full body leather and I mean heavy mascara/eyeliner. He was facing the window and in turn me. He locked eyes with me the entire time I was doing my job. He looked like he was going to murder me. That's when I saw what he was watching on his computer. My Little Pony. That's when his demeanor changed. He realized what I saw and smiled from ear to ear. Sounds like he was a nice guy really. Did he blow you a kiss? He knew, definitely. Not window washing, but as a kid I had a paper route and on collecting day I knocked and looked through the screen door to see what appeared to 11 years old me to be Mrs. Jones inflating Mr. Jones by his valve stem in the middle of the living room. That was a good summer. Alright, I'm ascending off this mortal coil. It's been real, skull. This made me chuckle. Subscribe for more hot Reddit takes in your inbox, guaranteed.